Hey guys, welcome back on this trip with us. We're here for Spider-Man Across the Spiderverse spoiler review. Fuck, this movie was good.
It was so good. Oh my
I
god, thank
wanted I
God it was
wanted
good.
so bad to text Griffin afterward, but I know it was late and I did text him to see if there was an end credit scene, but he took a while to answer. I was like, he's probably asleep. I wanted to talk. I must have messaged like six friends of mine and I was like, dude, if you haven't seen this movie, fuck you guys. If you don't watch this, because a friend of mine was like, I think I might catch that when it streams. I'm like,
That's a dumbass move.
I was like, you're not gonna forgive yourself, dude. This shit you have to experience in a movie theater. I mean,
Yeah.
yes, watch it at home when it's streamable, but don't be a dick. Go spend $10.
Yeah.
And he was like, okay, I guess I will. Great fucking movie. Seriously, I said it in another review, but it is a comic book brought to life. I know a lot of people claim that they're like, "Oh, I saw this movie and it's literally a comic." No, fuck you guys. This is a comic book brought to life. It's literally comic book pages being thrown at your ass from all sorts of angles, and the cinematography, the animation here. There's moments where I'm like, it's a little too much for my brain at once.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a trippy ass ride.
It really is. Like this movie is visually stunning. Like Edward said, it is a comic book brought to life, which you definitely thought from the first one, but this one just was so much better. They learned everything they did in that one and just made it 10 times better. This movie had spectacular animation, and I really liked how in each different Earth universe they had a different art style. In that one scene where this with the spot when he finally got all of his dark matter, that artwork right there was terrifying and beautiful at the same time. This
Yeah.
entire movie, each scene was amazing to look at with all the Easter eggs, the art, the characters, everything was just great to look like. And like Edward said, it was sometimes just a bit too much because there's so much going on and it's so intense and emotional that it's probably going to take a second viewing to really understand everything that went on. Not to mention, several hours after seeing it, just sitting down and thinking, what the hell did I just watch?
Oh, went to sleep and dreamt of this shit. That's how intense it was. I walked out of there like mind blown, dude. Like when you just get off a fucking roller coaster, that's how I walked out of this movie theater. I walked out of it with my daughter, and she had the same look on her face, like, what in the hell just happened in the last 2.5 hours? Really good movie, man. I can't. There was at least two or three times where I was like, yep, the dad's gonna die, or the mom's gonna die. There was at one point where I was like, the mom's gotta die. She just has not because I hate her. She's great. I just was like, there's so much shit going on. The stakes are so high. One
Yeah,
of his parents is gonna die, if not both of them.
you
And
could
then
really feel the stakes in this movie. That
oh
was
yeah. No,
ridiculous.
there's just like 20 minutes in, I was like, somebody important is gonna fucking croak. That's
Yeah,
just how this movie's gonna end. You know, this is a spoiler review, so I'm gonna talk about a ton of shit. It's Uncle Ben. Like, the first Spider-Man movie, Uncle Ben.
yeah.
We saw a lot of shit here, but when I saw Uncle Ben, I was like, the Tobey Maguire Uncle Ben. I was like, oh fuck. Then we saw
Saw Gwen Stacy.
Andrew Garfield's Gwen Stacy. I was like, damn it. But it doesn't feel like cheesy fan service. It feels like, okay, we're explained that this is a Spider-Verse.
Yeah,
And they talk about, our Earth in this movie. Miguel's like, fucking Doctor Strange from Earth 616. And we're like,
19999.
199, sorry. And we're like, oh, that's here too.
And that scene, that one scene, fixed everything that was wrong with Sony's previous three films with Venom, Morbius, and No Way Home. Because the issues with those movies that they did stuff that had no explanation, like why the hell was Vulture with Morbius? What happened at the end of Venom 2, and why the hell was Electro in No Way Home when he didn't know Peter Parker's identity? This movie and that scene fixed all of it. It made all of
Yeah.
it make sense.
Those movies still suck, but
Oh, they still
that
suck, 100%.
that
Except for No
that's
Way Home.
that did fix. Oh yeah, No Way Home is awesome.
But it fixed that.
Yeah, no, I mean, just the animation here is there's not one piece of animation. I mean, like Miles looks a certain way, Gwen looks a certain way when you go Punk Spider-Man, which I thought was f fantastic. As soon as he took his mask off, I thought, oh, that's Lenny Kravitz. That's got to be Lenny Kravitz. And I loved him, by the way, because he was like, I'm not a part of this. Fuck you guys. Because I
It was
think
fun.
that's something I would pull. Like people are annoying me. I'd be like, hey, fuck you guys, I'm going home. I thought that was hilarious. I thought that was funny shit. My daughter's like, is he coming back? I was like, probably not.
No, he's gonna be in the sequel.
Yeah, no, I meant for like in that
Oh yeah, yeah.
like to help out or like to be a part. He was
He
fuck
definitely
you
helped out
guys.
later.
Yeah.
But this movie was honestly a work of art. It was so much fun to watch. The only thing is that they really need to stick this landing, or else this movie doesn't matter. They need to stick the landing, or else it's just irrelevant. I really especially liked the first 20 minutes with just focusing on Gwen Stacy. I thought the music and the art style there was especially impactful and just really energetic and intense, and I thought that was really well done.
One of the things that I really liked, and maybe it's just because I'm a dad, is Spider Baby. I know
Yeah,
I should be talking about Scarlet Spider or, Spider-Man 2029 or some shit, but Spider Baby. I thought that was funny as hell.
yeah,
'Cause
Mayday Parker.
I didn't see that one coming. And she's got her little Spider-Man like sewed hoodie and she's got a fucking web slinger thingy. I thought that was funny. And he's taking her on crazy fucking missions that no baby should be on. But like when they're up and like headed to the moon, I was like, what the fuck am I watching?
Yeah, like all the different Spider-Man that are involved, all the Easter eggs, it is there's something there for everyone. If you watched any piece of Spider-Man media, read any comics, I guarantee you will see that iteration of Spider-Man in this movie. They are there somewhere. Like even PS4 Spider-Man, all the different animated TV shows are there. It's insane how much time and effort went into this movie, and it's just so much fun. It's a perfect comic book movie. With No Way Home, I've like heard some people say it's a celebration of Spider-Man. That's a lot more of a celebration of Peter Parker. I think this movie is a lot more about Spider-Man and just about what everything that he stands for. That's something that they point out in this movie that they'll resolve in the sequel. But there's so much, and I think there are a lot of things that they did right with this movie, and all the characters are just so well done. Like spending more time with Miles and his family, I thought was really nice, especially since they're alluding that they may kill off the dad. Probably not, but we'll see. And I like that they made fun of the Spider-Man formula because that does happen every single time.
Yeah, no, the whole thing that eliminating canon, you can't do something here because
I liked
like
how they
now when he
called it
saves,
canon. That was cool.
yeah, when he saves the captain, he was like, well, now you saved the captain, so this universe is gonna stop existing. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You do one good thing, you just erase a universe. You're like, damn, that's crazy. The stakes are super high in this movie. I was like, whoa, man, that's deep as fuck for a cartoon, but okay. And then when he's like, well, what are you saying? And they're literally like, well, your dad's gonna be a captain. He's gonna die. He's like, what? And he made the choice that I think any of us would have made in that moment. We're like, well, fuck you guys. I'm gonna go save my dad.
Yeah.
Because which one of us would be like, well, I mean, that's just the way shit's got to be. Let's just let it happen. He's Spider-Man.
And that, like, right, what you said right there, that's one thing that I didn't really like with the end of Gwen Stacy's arc is because with her dad no longer being captain, she changed sides knowing that her dad is safe. I didn't really like that as much. I wish that she changed before that moment. And that he wasn't captain after she already made the decision to go help Miles.
Yeah, that's true. But I guess she was so like on their side of things that, because they had accepted her and they took her in while her dad had,
Yeah.
he wanted to put some handcuffs on her ass.
She
Um,
probably would have gone regardless if he was captain or not. You're right, but it just
yeah,
felt a
no,
little odd.
Miles making the decision to like go back and facing, let's what, a city of Spider-Man coming after him.
Yeah,
We saw Rex Spider. That was funny as hell.
that's pretty cool.
And he tries to come back, but he's wrong universe.
Yeah, and seeing Miles as the Prowler was definitely very cool. I liked in the bedroom how you could see the designs for the gauntlets kind of leading up to that. And seeing a world without Spider-Man was a lot rougher than I thought it was going to be.
I might have missed it. Again, I was with my kid. She was asking me questions. Who was supposed to have been bitten by the spider?
Probably Peter Parker, but no, they didn't say. Just someone else. Spider is not meant to bite him.
But Peter Parker was already Spider-Man, wasn't he?
Not in Earth 42.
Oh,
There's
okay.
no Spider-Man in Earth 42 because the spider went to Earth, to Miles' Earth,
That's
the
crazy.
Ultimate
Well,
Universe.
we'll see if we find out in the sequel. Or in part two, not the sequel.
Well,
Is it a
it's
sequel?
a sequel. I think they dropped the part one, part two. At least we have to only wait 9 months instead of 5 years. It drops March 29th, and I plan on watching probably all three of these movies back to back before going to go see this one. At least seeing Across the Spiderverse before I go immediately before I go see Beyond the Spider-Verse, because I definitely think it's gonna be worth a rewatch right before. It's God, it better be good. This is probably the most important one that of the three movies. They need to stick this one. If not, Into the Spider Verse will just be a solo movie.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, I think they're on the right track. This one to
Yeah, I
me is
think so
better
too.
than the first, which was
I think
hard.
so too.
And so I think the one that comes should be better. What I'm worried about is the live action movie. Sony, don't fuck that up. You have a great Miles Morales. Go
And
get him.
speaking of which, having the cameo from Donald Glover in this movie was
Oh
really
fuck, I
funny.
totally forgot about that.
And that's why we didn't see him in the MCU since then.
I had just told Griffin, and I have a buddy of mine, and he told me, he was like, "Hey, you know that Miles Morales is based on Daniel Glover?" And I was like, "What? The fuck are you talking about?" But then again, I didn't question him because I was blimped for 5 years, and I didn't know much about Miles Morales other than the fact that he was Spider-Man. And so he tells me that there was an episode of Community, I think it is,
Yeah.
where he's dressed as Spider-Man, and off of that, the writer was like,
Well,
let's
Donald
make a
Glover
black Spider-Man or
also
something like
he
that."
also voices Spider-Man at one point. And then in the MCU, Donald Glover plays the Prowler.
I think it was awesome to see him there. And if there's a scene where like Miles Morales like walks into Tom Holland's Peter Parker, says hi or some shit, that's gonna be dope.
I would have bet money that would have happened, except now with the live action Sony movie, it's not going to happen anymore. The MCU had plans, but they can't use them anymore.
Really?
Sony's
Even
making a movie.
yeah, no, I know, but like Sony owns the Tom Holland Peter Spider-Man stuff.
Yeah,
They co-own it with. I mean, Disney could use them, but the
I don't
owners are
think
so.
Marvel's going to involve a Sony project, but then again, they brought in Venom, so who knows?
I mean, they are using Tom Holland,
Well,
and
yeah, but I mean,
that's
they
more
didn't.
Sony.
Sony didn't make a Tom Hall like a Spider-Man movie before Marvel did.
Oh, yeah, okay, I see what you mean. We'll see. Hopefully,
Yeah, hopefully. I do want Miles.
as
Hopefully
long
in
as I get
Spider-Man
Peter
4.
Parker and Matt Murdock, more of that, I'm all for it.
But yeah, you guys need to go see this movie. It's fantastic. The music is amazing in this movie. In the last movie, we just had a great soundtrack, but here the music is so impactful and really helps with the scenes, and it also has a great soundtrack. There's so many good things about this movie that we just we can't really narrow it down just because there's so much.
No, yeah, I agree. Definitely, I'm gonna have a hard time, as I said in our other review, lining up my five best movies of this year. But
This is better than Mario for me.
this movie's really good. So I'll have to do my homework on that. We still have many more movies to come. Join us next week, guys, for Transformers: Rise of the Beast.
Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let us know in the comments what you thought about this movie. We'll see you guys next time.